Learn to write an effective resume and cover letter workshop. Welcome to the Effective Resume and Cover Letter Writing Workshop presented by the Career Center at Central Carolina Community College. Today we will cover the do's and don'ts of resume and cover letter writing, discussion of 4 resume formats, professional tone and content of a resume and cover letter, and the contact information for the Career Center. Structure. The title is at the top of the page of the resume. 1. Do include your name, your address, your contact information, a working phone number, an appropriate email address, and simple lettering. Make it bold and make it stand out. 2. Do not include your picture, personal nicknames used by your family and close friends, fancy lettering, colors, or borders, email address that has a suggestive or inappropriate email. Let's look at this resume and the placement of the information. 1. The name is centered and in larger font, Matthew P. Mulstiller. 2. You have the bold line to separate. 3. More contact information. We see an appropriate email address here, mlmollister@umd.edu. umd.edu, The office number is listed and a personal email address or website, an additional telephone number by way of the office. Objective statement. When and why use an objective statement? They can be powerful and compelling when you can specifically state why you're the perfect candidate for the job. A good objective statement says a lot about the candidate. 1. Choose keywords from the ad or job description of interest. Utilize those keywords in your objective to show that you understand the job and the company's needs. Always include the exact name of the position you're applying for and the company name. Look for the skills required in the job and consider your strengths. 4. Objectives should always come directly under your name in a title section. Avoid I statements, I want, I hope, I'm seeking, I need, etc. Let's look at some example objective statements. To obtain a position as a nurse aide at Hope Valley Hospital that will utilize my nursing skills and expertise. A position teaching secondary English at Robertson High School. A position in the financial services industry with a focus on operational management. Seeking an assistant manager position at your respectable retail corporation, Sears, where I can work in a challenging environment. Here are some areas to consider when listing your previous and current job history on your resume. Job history. The date range employed. Name of business and location. Job title. Job duties. Skills used and acquired. Transferable skills are skills you can transfer from one job to another. An example is customer service. Accomplishments and promotions. Education. Use your highest degree if completed or in progress. If you have a college degree completed, there's no need to list your high school diploma. Include your date of graduation or expected date of completion, month and year. Example, May 2016. List the specific name of your degree and any areas of focus or special interest. Grade point average or GPA in academic honors. Only list your GPA if it's above a 3.0. If your school doesn't use the normal 4.0 scale, avoid confusion by listing the scale. Example, GPA 4.1 out of a 4.5. Consider including a lower GPA if you're in a very challenging program and your listed GPA is at or above average. Also be sure to list professional development, certifications, and training. Bonus. What else should you include that showcases your abilities on a resume? Received any honors or awards? Internships, community involvement, or volunteering? Here are some volunteer experiences/categories to expand on within your resume. Do you play, sing in the choir at church? Do you read books to the kids at the daycare? Do you serve food at the shelter? Did you visit the sick at the hospital? And do you play with dogs and cats in the animal shelter? Did you organize a neighborhood canned food drive? Take your hobby and interest and turn them into something noteworthy on your resume. Other tidbits in review for your resume. Spell and grammar check. To ensure that your resume is free from spelling and grammatical errors, it may be helpful to have staff from the Career Center review your resume to spell and grammar check. Resume, no more than 2 pages in length. Your resume at first glance can impress or depress the employer. Lots of open space and clear, easy-to-read fonts such as 12-point Arial Times New Roman and easy to find and skim information can entice the employer to read on. Use action verbs such as assisted, analyzed, planned, learned, provided, etc. within your resume. Functional resume format. Pros of this resume is that it stresses selected skills and areas that are marketable or in demand. It attempts to camouflage a spotty employment record. Positions not related to the current career goals can be played down. The cons are employers are suspicious and need to see additional work history, information, and dates. It does not allow for you to highlight companies or organizations you have worked. Here's an example of that. Functional resume. Chronological resume format. The pros are HR interviewers, recruiters, employers are familiar with this format. Steady employment record is highlighted. Easiest to prepare since it's arranged by titles, companies, and dates. Provides the interviewers a guide and allows for different formatting to include keywords and career highlights. Cons, it reveals employment gaps, job searching, family responsibilities, etc., and may not emphasize areas that you want to maximize. Here's an example of chronological resume format. Combination resume format. Pros. Provides opportunity to emphasize the applicant's most relevant skills and abilities. Order of sections on the combination resume can be changed to market yourself in the best possible light. It's a good tool for almost anyone. However, re-entry people, recent college graduates, and career changers find it particularly useful. It provides an opportunity to highlight skills while showing evidence of employment. The cons that the employer can lose interest unless it's very well written and attractively laid out. Here's an example of the combination resume format. Cover letters and the difference they can make to potential employers. Today we'll cover the opening, the body, the conclusion, formatting, things to remember, and examples. Parts of a cover letter. Opening of a cover letter. 1. Do you know who will be reading this letter? If so, address it to them. Dear Mr. Johns, hiring manager, etc. Avoid to whom this may concern. 2. This is the first paragraph in your attention getter. If it catches their eye, they will read on. If not, they may glance at it in hopes of another attention getter, or they'll glance and toss it aside. 3. Always list what job you're applying for and how you've heard of it. Please accept this letter of inquiry regarding the position, name of the position, within name of business that was advertised in name of resource. It was with great excitement that I submit my resume for the position of name of position within name of business, name of person, title of person, told me about this opportunity and encouraged me to apply. Then go on to briefly explain why you're qualified briefly. This position is of interest to me because I just graduated, date, name of school with degree, and in name of degree. Thus, using my degree directly relates to the knowledge and skills required as stated in the job description. This shows you actually read the ad. Body. The meat of the cover letter or written version of the resume. Pull out and use keywords from the job ad and description. Tie in your past 2 to 3 jobs, been in for 1 year, for a long time, 10 plus years, then really talk about transferable skills. New graduates, talk about that degree, classes, interests, etc. Research the company, include something from their mission statement, vision, goals, products, something to show you know about the company. Conclusion. Summarize it, wrap it up. Thank you for reading my cover letter and considering me for the name of position. I'd welcome meeting you in person so I could answer any questions you may have. Follow up. I look forward to hearing from you, or I will get back in touch with you via phone, email, in person within this time frame. Formatting. Fit on one page. Spell check. User readable font. Date, spacing, and align on the left. Some things to remember from Forbes magazine. Don't repeat your resume. Instead, use your cover letter to show personality, curiosity, and an interest in the field you're applying to work in. 2. Keep it short. Less is more. 3 paragraphs tops. Skimp a lengthy exposition and jump right into something juicy. 3. Close strong. Finish off by quickly, and I mean quickly, explaining how your experience or worldview will help you at the job. It can be done in 1 to 2 seconds. It goes any longer, you're just rambling. Cover letter examples. Cover letter sample guide and example. This guide and cover letter can assist in the writing of your one-page cover letter. Also contact the Career Center for help. An example of the guide. Example of the cover letter. CCCC Career Center campus locations and hours of availability. Lee County campus is the Bell Welcome Center, 1105 Kelly Drive in Sanford, North Carolina, 27330. Mary Parker, Career Center Coordinator, Lee County. Marie Huggins, Career Development Specialist, Lee and Harnett counties. Can be reached at 919-718-7396 or 919-718-7282. Monday through Thursday, 8 to 5, Fridays from 8 to 3:30. Website is listed with services, resources, current events, FAQ, and contact information. Email the Career Center at careercenter@4cs.edu for additional questions, comments, or appointment request. Harnett County Career Services is at Student Services Office in the Mariello Administration Building at 1075 East Cornelius Harnett Boulevard in Lillington, North Carolina, 27546. A representative is there from Monday to Tuesdays, 8 to 5. 910-814-8834. The Career Center would like to thank you for joining us on this webinar.